Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Have you ever sat in a room full of people, feeling your chest tight with sadness, only to taste a smell like this? When someone asks how you are doing, have you ever whispered that I'm fine, everything's okay to yourself, even as tears threaten to spill over? I know I have, and I bet my next cup of coffee that most of you in this room have too. That moment of forced cheer isn't just a white lie that we tell the world. It is all about the phenomenon of far more insidious. So that is toxic positivity. So look at the two images. On the left, it is the screen painted by Edward. It captures the visceral, and it is the expression of terror that the screen we feel all the time. The primal emotion that breaks through the surface of our carefully constructed lives. It is the scream that we want to let out, the one that says, I'm not okay. So, on the right, it is a tree called silent scream. It is the pain that we internalize. It is the emotion that hide behind our mask of our composure. It is the scream that we want to let out. The one we bury deep down because we've been told that the vulnerability is weakness, then everything will be okay, and we should just stay positive. So toxic positivity forces us to wear the second mask. It tells us that the scream on the left is unaccessible, that we must be the silent tree on the right, just smiling and hiding even when we are breaking inside. So this is the mask we wear. It is not just about hiding our pain from others, but it's all about hiding it from ourselves. So that's the most dangerous part of all. So it is the idea that we must be upbeat, grateful, and unshakably positive at all the time, no matter what life throws our way. It is the root that turns our GN emotion into a failure and vulnerability into a flaw. So today, I want to put back all the curtain on toxic positivity. What is this? Where it lacks our life, the damage it does, and how we can break from it. So let's start with the basics. What exactly is toxic positivity? Well, it is not same as the GN optimism. GN positivity is all about acknowledging life's hardship and choosing to hope anyway. It is saying that although it is hard, but I will get through it. While toxic positivity is a compulsory optimism. It is the voice that tells you just look on the bright side when you are given a loss, or count your blessings when you are down in stress. So it is the emotional denial that ignores and suppresses our negative emotions, treating being positive as the only accessible way to be. So think of this way. Toxic positivity is a hand over your mouth, telling you not even to mention the rain. But GN optimism is a warm heart that holds you through the storm. So take a few seconds and think. Are you positive or trapped in toxic positivity? Well, actually, toxic positivity has seeped into every corner of our lives, being unnoticed at individual and interpersonal growth. So, on our personal growth, it often hides at the self criticism that creeps in when we are feeling anxious about a big project. Why can't I just feel relaxed? Everyone else is confident. It is the self imprisonment that locks our sadness and fear to meet an impossible stand of okayness. The suppression of our GN emotion can also erode trust, leading to anxiety and prevent us from processing our pain in a healthy way, leaving us feeling isolated even when we are trying to stay positive. So, in our relationship, we might encounter it if we put our heart out to a friend about feeling crushed after not getting a promotion for their hard work. The only for them to brush it off with, it's fine. There will be other opportunities. And add, do you think you really need to feel this kind of upset? So it also shows up when a family member dismisses your sadness by saying, stop being so dramatic after a setback. So this kind of forced positivity forces us to be anxious and leaving us feeling isolated even when we are trying to stay positive. So the harm of toxic positivity goes far beyond a moment of our discomfort. It chips away our mental health, our relationship, even our ability even our ability to grow. So when we suppress our negative emotions, they don't disappear. They build up inside us, leading to anxiety or even depression over time. In our relationship, toxic positivity is a roadblock. If we cannot be honest about how you really feel a person you love, then how can you build a deep connection? When it comes to our personal growth, toxic positivity can erode trust. We learn resilience from pain, relief from empathy, and strength from anger. So if we pretend those kind of emotions don't exist, then how can we break from this cycle? And we may miss the chance and evolve more compassionate. So how can we break from this kind of cycle? It starts with small and intentional steps. First of all, we need to practice our self-awareness. Pause for a moment for when you catch yourself about forcing a smile or dismissing your sadness and ask, what am I actually feeling right now? It is okay to say that I'm angry, I'm scared, even I'm just not okay. These kind of emotions are not weakness. They're part of being human. So secondly, we need to speak our truth. If someone that tells you to just look on the bright side or to cheer you up, you don't need to pretend to agree. And you can say that, I appreciate your caring, but I need to feel this kind of emotion first. So this kind of emotions are not failure. And vulnerability isn't a flaw. It is all about the foundation of our real connection. So finally, we need to extend the empathy from ourselves and others. If a friend is struggling, stop push to fix their pain with platitudes. Just sit with them and says, that sounds terrible, but I'm here for you. Giving yourself permission and to feel every emotion, even the messy, the uncomfortable ones. So toxic positivity forces us to be perfect. But humanity isn't perfect. It is emotional, it is complex, and it is real. When we let go of our pressure to be positive all the time, then we may free ourselves and live authentically. We free ourselves to rage openly, to feel fully, and to find a joy that not forced. So let's stop toxic positivity holds us heritage. Choose to speak honestly and to build a world that it is okay to say that I'm fine. Thank you.